Today, Adriana Smith was laid to rest. She is the Metro Atlanta woman who made national headlines after she was pronounced brain dead, then kept alive because she was pregnant. Friends, families, and even lawmakers came together to pay their respects, including fellow nurses who honored her with the Nightingale Tribute, which is a ceremony performed at nurses' funerals. Family remembering the impact she left on others.
I'm thankful for everything that she's taught me. Her love, her kindness, her wisdom. And I just pray that she covers me moving forward and she guides me to make the best decisions.
The now mother of two causing conversation around Georgia's abortion law after she was forced to carry and deliver a baby while brain dead, inspiring State Representative Park Cannon to present a bill called Adriana's Law, which would ensure a person's end-of-life directives are honored even if they're pregnant.
Story of Adriana Smith. She basically was having pains, I believe, in her head. She went to the hospital. They didn't find nothing. They dismissed her. They didn't catch that she was bleeding in her brain. And so she was rushed back the next day and she went brain dead. And I believe this is the same hospital where she worked in the hospital, which makes it even more sad. And because of a law in Georgia, they kept her, hooked up so that the baby could be born. It's very controversial because you have a lot of people that were against that. And of course, the family is going through it, or they were going through it because she was brain dead, and also of the negligence of the hospital that didn't find the actual problem the day before. And so you have a lot of people that were saying that this is wrong, to keep her alive in order to have the baby, and vice versa. Her mother said that they would name the baby Chance, so that this baby would have a chance at life. I have a different view on it. Like, people say that it is wrong, and now you even heard where it says that the legislator is going to make a law, an Adriana law, in order to say, well, your wishes before death will still be your wishes once you die, no matter what. And the thing is that if this had happened 100 years ago, it wouldn't be possible anyway for the baby to be born. But because of medical technology and advances of medical technology, the baby was born. And you have to say to yourself, this was not possible 100 years ago. This is definitely a miracle that a baby could still be born. Now, what would she say? Do you think she would say, if something was to happen to me, and I'm sure she didn't think anything would happen to her, right? But if something was to happen to me, I want my baby to die with me. I don't think she would say that. I think she would say, I want my child to still be born so my mother and my family could raise my child. How many women would say that? Would say, okay, hypothetically, if I was pregnant and some complication happened where I was brain dead, I was going to die, but they were still able to save my child, I would want the child to die with me? How many women would actually say that? Let's be real. Or would they say, I want the child, I would want for the child to still be born so that my mother and them can raise them and that my lineage could go on? And so that's the question here, because a lot of people are saying it was unfair to keep her, hooked up, in order to bring about the child. But the child is like her still living anyway, right? So isn't that what a mother would want? I think she would have wanted her child to live. That's what I think too, Black Rain. I think she would have wanted her child to live. Black Rain, you brought out a perfect point. She would have gotten rid of the child beforehand if she didn't want to have it. If she didn't want the child, she wouldn't have been pregnant at that time. And that goes into what you said about, listen, we are so now a society that is dependent on the option of aborting a child. We don't even know when murder is murder anymore. If they would have allowed that child to die too, that would have been murder. sad story. My condolences go to her family, to her mother specifically, because I've seen the interviews with her mother, who definitely was holding back a lot of emotion and being strong for the family through this whole process in order to see it through so that she can bury her baby. And that, now the baby has been born, baby Chance has been born. And she had another son. I think he was 7 years old. And the whole time they were just telling that son that mommy was asleep. I'm sure by now they have broke the news. The son knows now. The funeral was just yesterday. So condolences to the family. I don't mean any disrespect with my opinion and my take.